Hello and welcome to Clarified Solutions discussion about thinking styles. Today we're going to take a deep dive into 5 particular thinking styles. These being comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. So these thinking styles are highly transferable and useful across many different areas of subject matter and in different contexts. The context today, which we're going to be focusing on, is a business context, as Clarified Solutions enjoys bringing you business insights, which are highly applicable as well to many other areas of your life. So let's begin by looking at comprehension. This is often considered one of the foundational or fundamental steps of thinking. Why would this be? So before we can comprehend the text or the data in front of us, we must go through a series of different processes. So within comprehension, you can break that down into its various steps. Firstly, isolating the information in which you're wishing to understand, then becoming aware of the type of evidence that it presents, and then creating a strategy to actually pull apart the various elements of this particular information and gain some sense of logical understanding or meaning behind this information. So comprehension is a skill that's taught very early on. It's one of the dominant skills that is taught in primary school, and it's something that can really assist, for example, with language development, with logical reasoning, and also with understanding verbal and non-verbal communication. So comprehension is a highly valuable skill and something that will evolve over your lifetime. So the next particular thinking style is application. Now, this is a really interesting way of approaching thinking. So in the application phase, you're really pivoting and learning what works, what doesn't work, bringing in different approaches, doing a lot of trial and error, and seeing how your thinking and how your processing of information and then taking action can influence the outcome of the particular task that you're undertaking. So it's in this application phase that you may need to bring in multiple knowledge bases so that you can actually apply this information in order to achieve the outcome or series of outcomes that you hope for. So the next particular stage of the process is analysis. So analysis is something that can be done too much and something that you can use to your advantage. So let's start with the first option, analysis paralysis. This is a phrase you may have heard of and certainly not a space that you want to be in. Analysis paralysis is something that we are all subject to at various times. And what it can often indicate is a nervousness to begin a particular task, or a feeling that you may not have all of the knowledge, tools, and the skill sets necessary to undertake that task. So when analysing something, become consciously aware of your thought patterns. And if they continuously move in a cyclical manner, take time and pause to gather your thoughts, understand and remember what the particular purpose is of taking this action, and then start afresh. And don't continue on in these circular thought cycles, which ultimately will take you nowhere and also will leave you feeling exhausted and frustrated. Analysis, as I mentioned, can be used to your advantage. So when analysing large swathes of data, whether that be in a quantitative, being an experiential-based evidence, or a qualitative, being a numbers-based evidence, you can use this information and this skill of analysis to cut through many layers of this information and basically segment out the information which you need and which you wish to carry forward with you. So once you move past this stage of analysis, it's all about synthesis. Take these tangents of information, work them together so that they form a unified whole. So when I talk about synthesis, it can be synthesis of information, synthesis of skills, synthesis of your understanding of the overall context of that particular situation. Once you moved past this particular synthesis stage, then you move to what tends to be the final stage of the thinking process, and this is evaluation. I have a few suggestions when it comes to evaluation. Be clear on your parameters. Ensure that you know what it is you're hoping to achieve as an outcome through this evaluation process. And also give yourself a particular time frame through which you can evaluate that particular experience. Otherwise, like analysis paralysis, evaluation can be something which is never ending and does not necessarily add value and insight to the process once you reach a particular point. So in terms of the evaluation phase, it may come in the style of a report. It may be a series of discussions which you have with your colleagues or with your clients or with the people in a subject test group for a particular product or service which you're testing out in the market. So be sure that this evaluation stage is documented clearly and also is clearly defined, and the parameters are set so you understand what it is you're hoping to gain from this particular stage of the process. As always, I'm delighted to see your comments below, and this is most certainly a discussion, as there is much business wisdom and insight to be shared for all. I would be very grateful if you were to subscribe to my channel and like this video. So you can do so with the buttons below. You can also follow me on Instagram at Clarified Solutions Services or on Facebook at Clarified Solutions. I look forward to many more opportunities to engage with you and also continue this discussion in my regular newsletter. So I'm wishing you all the success in life and in business. All the best. Take care.